Hello and welcome back to the channel. A bit of an unusual angle on me this week, but we'll live with that. Now, this week we have 4 clock radios. The 2 that I've been working on for quite a while and 2 new ones. So we'll start off with the new ones, and that will be this one. Yes, okay. So this is a Stromberg Carlson. Probably, I don't know, I haven't looked this up yet, from the early to mid 50s, I would think, by the style. It's a bit, and it has been resprayed. So it's the original colour, so they've done a nice job matching it, but it has got a coat of paint on it. And also it doesn't have the original knobs. These are off of a Philips. This tuning one doesn't turn. Well, it turns, but it doesn't turn the dial. So let's switch it on. I have been out of the room and had it on for a little while, so at very low voltage. So I've just brought up the voltage, and we'll see how we go with it. Well, the clock's working. I've got it on 215 volts. So that's a bonus. Probably needs, it's made a loud cracking noise then. Probably needs a good clean out though. And it goes very loud. That's just about a quarter of a turn of the knob. So it is working. I'm not going to try adjusting the clock or with a buzzer or anything like that. These knobs don't look original, but they might be. No, they could be. Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely dirty. And the clock has picked up speed for some reason. So that switch definitely needs a good clean. That is off, and that is time on. So that is the time that it comes on. And it's also got a buzzer. And this control over here is the time it turns off. So off, so that's time on, off, on, time off, and then on, off and on. That's confusing. So that's time on, off, on, time off, and then off and on. So that would work those two. And of course, only being a 12-hour clock, it's going to do it twice a day, which would be annoying. Try that again. So the light down there works, and there's a light over there which is working. Yeah. Okay. Let's leave that. So we'll do that in a week or two. And now the next one I have is, this is quite heavy. So this is the next one. It is an Aristone, And for people who are not in Australia, I'll move this mouse out of the way. Aristone was the Myer house brand. So sort of like Sears and their products if you're in America. Not sure if England or the United Kingdom ever did anything like that. These were Myer house brand, and Myer was the biggest department store in Australia for quite a while, and they're still very large, but I don't know how they're surviving these days. Their share price certainly isn't worth the paper it's written on. So they made all sorts of radios and I think they made a couple of TVs in the mid 50s to late 50s with the introduction of television here. Yeah, so these were a real budget item. This one looks particularly original. So with that grill cloth, those knobs look original. They're missing knobs here, but I can do something with that. So we'll turn this one on. Another valve set. And yep, its lights are on. There's one light up the top there.
Michelle is the governor of the bank, the Reserve Bank of Australia. She's also chair of the Payment System Board and has been for many years. So she's really embedded in the sort of the payment systems, and as you were pointing out, she's been saying today that we're losing the opportunity of having to access cash because there's less and less bank branches and less ATMs, and some of them are open for shorter hours.
Steve, I'm just going to interrupt you. You are in some garbled place, not your fault. We have a technical...
So that's working by the looks of it. If that's the old 3LO, or whatever they call it these days, ABC Melbourne or whatever they call it, then the dial is way out, the pointer is way out. It should be down here, just below 3LO. When they change their frequency, so that needs adjusting. We'll try the racing station.
It's just trying to get...
Okay, it's getting very stiff.
Weekend. Ransom hits the front from Diamond Flyer. And then comes Photo Man. Duchy of Cornwall's unwinding down the outside with Breakaway Week. 200 metres to go. Russian Ransom in front of Breakaway Week. Duchy of Cornwall trying to pick the leading two up. It's taking the lead from Russian Ransom.
Well, that should be somewhere down here. So the scale is way out, so it'll need adjusting. Also, the clock doesn't look like it's working. So this needs the clock fixing. Radio seems okay. So I'll just adjust the time and see if that kicks it off. No, I can't feel any vibration. In fact, Yeah, that hand is loose. So we can turn the minute hand, the hour hand, if that is indeed what it is. That looks like more of a point for the... Yeah, something odd with it. So as long as nothing is actually physically broken in the clock, I can easily fix them now. I've worked out how they work. Right, very quickly, next up we have this Admiral, which is in lovely condition. So that is the dial glass or perspex is quite clear. These fins are nice. There's a little bit of wear on the actual Admiral name there. I don't know whether the knob's original, though. Sort of maybe. So let's plug it in. Put this back onto dim bulb. See how it goes. Apparently this one works, or was sold as working, and it does have a fairly modern power cord on it. Well, not brand new, but fairly modern. Dial light.
Stop the roses in, light set. Ready to release them. 1200. Stay stand. Priding join the inside. Pendant goes in towards the outside to lend assistance.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. It sounds very tinny and hollow. Not so much tinny, but very, very hollow.
Still movement towards the outside. Now they're set. Stand by for a jump.
Doesn't have a very good tone. So we'll bring it round. We'll see if it picks up. 3 hello, Melbourne.
And then you put them in a little bag and tie them up with ribbons?
Yes, I do. And we're going to in-laws this year for Christmas, and that's what they've requested. So.
Oh, that's good. I reckon, Deb, that must be, I think, the ultimate compliment, isn't it, Alice?
Okay. So that is a bit disappointing sound-wise. Now, they did make a clock radio version of this. As you can see there, that's where the time adjustment goes. And also, this plate is where a 240 volt outlet was on some of the models. So you could connect up your coffee maker in the morning and make a cup of coffee without getting out of bed. Now, astute viewers and long-term viewers will notice that this cabinet looks very familiar. Looks like the Aristone, the red Aristone, which I did sometime early last year. So, I mean, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Yeah, so, I mean, it does look spiffy, but the sound is not all that great. That Aristone was the simplest set I've ever come across. One valve, one diode, and a couple of capacitors and a couple of resistors, and that's it. So they obviously had a model with aerial outlets there. Right. So I'll put that one aside, and the final radio, this also works. Right. But it's got this problem which I've had before. Actually, it was on the turn this down. It was on the Aristone, that red Aristone, which I was just talking about. That had this problem as well. So when you actually tune in a station, and then come back, it moves, it drifts. Because this is a transistor set that runs on batteries, I've already had this out and tried it. I'm not sure how I can do this. Yeah, so
I usually do pastry all year and then make pastry
there's
for the
3LO.
fruit mix tarts. I can make between 250 and 500 fruits.
And if I come back, it will have moved.
Know that anyone's going to get any fruit. Right. It's on social media.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Turkish. I've got a friend who loves.
So that's bang on 3LO there, but before it was sort of up here. Yeah, doesn't sound too bad. It sounds a bit hollow.
Some toasted slivered almonds. That's a bit crunchier because she likes the crunch. And then some biscuits. Her hubby loves Black Forest cake, so I'm going to do cherry ripe and flakes as well, and then do the cinnamon Dutch biscuits, the speculoos.
Gosh, Chrissy,
Yeah.
what a gorgeous present. Actually tailor-made for the recipient.
Yeah, but you might be able to answer the question because I'm not really a chocolate worker. If I make them now and we get this sort of humid weather, are they going to get the white spots on them?
They might bloom, but that's the only problem, especially if you're putting nuts. Because nuts, the fat in the nuts is
Has
what's
the fat in the nuts. Yeah.
Right. So that's the end of this video. And I have to go out and put the windows up on the cars, plural now, and because it's stinking hot, it's 35 degrees here today, and the humidity is really, really high. It was only 15 yesterday, so 20 degrees hotter than yesterday. So yeah, this time of the year the weather can be pretty nasty. So it looks like there's big storms brewing. Hopefully they won't keep me awake like they did the other night. It was a very, very spectacular light show at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so I'm signing off now, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down the bottom. And yes, we'll do some work on these radios. As I said before, I've got to go for a windscreen tomorrow, and then on Thursday I have to take it to a roadworthy and see what's wrong with it. I've already inspected it. I don't expect very much wrong. I think they might just advise me to change the front discs. They're pretty worn down, and yeah, I've got to do the windscreen wipers and all that sort of thing as well. So okay, we'll see how we go. Until next time, adios.